That's what it is. Water quality, the ecosystem is so fragile that whatever water quality goes in the ocean will kill the plants.
Based on our clean water lawsuit that we did at Papipi Road and Kalo'i Gulch saying you can't dump this directly into the ocean, I have standing in this entire coastal area as a cultural descendant. I'm in the process of lineal and recognized in First Circuit Court as a Native Hawaiian practitioner of limu.
You know, in the early 90s, Haseko, to the goodness, when they first came to Ewa Beach, the goodness of their heart, they took members of the Hawaiian community into the sites. And they gave us a view of the features, the landscape, and to see how much artifacts were still there. There were numerous artifacts.
What they've put me in a position is I've had to go to OHA. OHA's now is in the process of hiring an archaeologist to do digs to prove that what I say is there. Okay, so they put me in a process that is a no win-win scenario. I have to now go and do that. So what happens when Kuali'i's head comes up? We're just going to leave it there and let any raider from online stuff to sell it? You know, we have to have a burial treatment plan. We have to have a security plan. We have to have all of this because unintended consequences fall on the keeper. So, you know, this is a well thought out process, but at the same time, through another cultural practitioner, my grandmother in Akaku came to her and said that it was my grandmother's wish, the Iwi Kupuna, the mother of Kamehameha III, biological mother, that all her family be reposited in this one heiau. So it would be protected forever because, as you know, the raising of the water that has taken place will destroy all our family funerary objects and everything. So to protect it in perpetuity in the area that they wish to walk over to the gods at night has to be out there. And that's what I'm fighting for.
So we're looking at Section 106 then?
Correct.
Thank you.
Ever had a lot of opaiula. And you know, fishermen, no more opai on the ocean, no more fish. You know, that tells you got a healthy ocean when you see that food chain.
This is a threat to public health and safety and are going around circumventing the process by using the Parks Department. And there's only one place in the Parks Department that deals with sewage, and that's facilities. So Tom Berg needs to look at this specific issue of where does facilities deal with wastewater and sewage? When was that given to them for a major project just because this is a developer?
Every city park, right? I'm a firefighter, okay? So I'm a public servant. And I do not blame the police officers because they are undermanned. That's the biggest problem. So that's your guys' job to make sure that happens. But there's a sign out there. Every park has it. And it specifies exactly what is allowed. No drinking, no camping, no blah, 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 right? If they would just enforce those rules, we wouldn't have a problem. We wouldn't have a problem. We could leave the parks open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if they could enforce those rules. That's all we need.
Uncle Henry and I have gone out and actually gone with environmental services, tested the water out here. So speaking of contamination, we were twice the federal limit for contamination from the sewage outfall, you know, and that as it relates to the water quality. So a lot of us are very concerned about How Bush, about the water, and about keeping it open for everybody.
It's for the community to use, and that's why I like to get the community involved, because if enough people are interested, we really can make them do this. But if enough people are not interested, all that's going to happen is they're just going to put a little flagpole out there and a plaque, and then they're going to just develop the whole place. So the opportunity really is with the community now. If you really want a park, enough people interested, we can make that happen. And that's what I'd like to see, a public park for everybody to use, not just a little group of people. So,
thank you, John. John Bond has been working tirelessly trying to keep Kalailo in perspective. Our role as a community association will be to consult on cultural and the historical entities in Kalailo, the old Barbers Point.